National Park was along the park's highway, which is a good road for that far north. There were a few frosties and some small sections of road that were very rough, but for the most part it was a very enjoyable drive. Along the way, there were three major forest fires on the side of the highway. All three were now under control, but you could see all the burn areas along the highway. The Forest Service allows the fires to burn as long as they do not endanger life or structures. We passed a lot of campgrounds that were used by the firefighters and a lot of fire equipment along the way on the highway.
There's fire. I mean, but they all, it's just normal up here. This section burned this year, this section burned 10 years ago, They just treat it as normal. They do try to protect structures.
Yeah.
But other than
Well, they
that,
quit trying to stop natural fires. Because
right.
all it does is just keep building up more and more fuel. So when they do have a fire, it's one hell of a fire.
Yeah, a lot hotter. Gold, honey.
Oh yeah.
I think we should
Continue on Denali National Park Road.
Denali National Park. We checked in at Riley Creek Mercantile and got our campground pass and our bus pass. Typically, visitors cannot drive a private vehicle more than 15 miles into the park unless you are camping at one of the campgrounds in the interior. We had reservations at Teklanika Campground, so we were allowed to drive 25 miles into the park. We were given very strict instructions on how we are to drive the park roads. We cannot pass any buses unless they pull over and turn on the right turn signal, could not harass animals, and must stop to allow them to cross, and slow to 10 miles per hour when passing bicycles or pedestrians. Once there, we cannot drive on the road except when we left the park. The most interesting instructions was the sheep crossing. If you approach one of these signs between the top of the hour and 10 minutes after, you had to stop at the sign until 10 minutes after the hour. This allowed for 10 minutes break so that the animals could cross the road. Once we were at the campground, we were not allowed to drive on the road, so the only way to travel is to take the park bus. We had purchased a tech pass, and we were allowed to get on the bus whenever the bus was traveling in our direction, and it had an open seat.
The bus stop. Oh, here. Okay. Oh, man. Road runner sitting there. Camphouse, there he is. I mean, that's his place. Speed limit 10, watch for bears.
We found a very nice campsite with a large clearing to the south that would allow for good sunshine for our solar panels and very close to the restrooms. Since we are staying 6 days, we will need solar to recharge our batteries and use the campground bathroom so that we not fill our tanks. We settled for a campsite
Nothing.
We're in Denali National Park at the Toklat River. It's the farthest you can go on the road. Beyond this point, it's Polychrome Pass. Due to a landslide a few years ago, the pass is closed, and now because of the pass sloughed off so bad, they have to build a bridge. That bridge won't be completed until 2028. Apparently, they have a very short construction season here. But here we are. That's Polychrome Pass around the corner there. And we're here down in the river valley.
Here are a mom and two cubs across the river from where we are hiking. They've already crossed one channel. Here's Mark. Luckily, he brought his good camera. This is close to the campground. We're heading back that way. We hiked out about 3/4 of a mile just on the riverbed. And then we're hiking back. We saw this mama bear and two cubs. We waved, said we were human because she stood up. She saw us from across, and then she ran for a while. Now she's running again a little bit. But she is crossing all the channels, so it makes me nervous. She's coming over to our side where the campground is. He's sitting down.
I think she's going to go visit our campground. We bought 2 bundles of firewood at the Mercantile, so we decided to have a fire Sunday evening. I built the fire was lit, it was burning great, and then it started to rain. Susan and I sat in the rain and kept the fire going until it burned out. We did not add any more fuel to the fire, but we did roast a couple of marshmallows. Rained out marshmallow campfire on Sunday evening. The rain started and did not stop for 4 days. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday mornings, we got up early in hopes for a bus ride to the East Fork River, but it was raining fairly hard, so we decided not to go for the bus ride to hike in the rain. The rain slowed enough every afternoon so that we could go for a hike along the Teklanika River. After meeting with the 3 bears on Sunday, we were a little more cautious about looking for bears. We also started carrying bear spray with us whenever we left the RV. A couple days after seeing Mother Grizzly Bear and her 2 cubs, we once again spotted another Mother Grizzly and 2 cubs on our afternoon hike. They were not the same bears. The new cubs were about 3 years old versus Sunday's cubs were about a year old. This time we moved more quickly towards our trail to our campground and waited to see if the bears were going to come to our campground. They kept coming our way, so we got back to our RV to see if they were going to come to our campground. I was standing around like a tourist with my camera waiting for the bears, and the ranger came by and told everyone to get back into their RVs. The bears were in the campground. Susan noticed the bears first when they were about 35 feet from our RV's dining room. They just walked between the campsites as if there was no one there. They didn't seem to be bothered by the RVs at all.
So that would be the, I'm not sure which one it is. It's not the Teklanika anymore.
No. It's the Savage? No, not Savage. We're not over there yet.
Savage is the other way, right?
Oh, the Savage is the guard gate.
Oh, you're
Sign here.
Sign here. Sanctuary River. Wow, it is moving.
We're here.
Look at that thing. It is really moving.
It's not a